that security posture, and helping reduce that attack surface. So you do have to expose risk to the internet, to certain vulnerable environments, but making sure that you only present what's needed, and the components that are exposed, you have a lot of frameworks around that to make sure that you're able to address or prioritize any of the vulnerabilities that are highlighted there. The protection against threats, so we've gone through some of that. Just-in-time access, it's a fantastic tool that will give administrators access to remote desktop. I need to jump on a box to fix something. Cool, well, let's put an audit trail around that. So instead of you just jumping on the box, let's ask you to request access, give a reason, and it can be self-assigned access, or it can be a policy in the back end, but it's going to place an audit trail around, well, what are your admins doing? Who's jumping on a box at 3 in the morning to do something? Well, fine if you've got a ticket or there's a reason for it, but if there's no ticket for it, at least we've got an audit trail there as well. Like I said, about talking about whitelisting applications, being able to block non-whitelisted applications, fantastic way to protect against threats. Obviously there's that time overhead and management overhead, but it's a balance for your organization to derive value from that. Kind of go through this list on your own. We just want to pull out a couple of key points. We've covered the being able to discover and classify and label sensitive datas, and being able to manage the policies at an organizational level. So doing things from a top-down perspective to make sure all of the assets that reside within your environment conform to certain security policies. Obviously, things like test and development environments, you probably don't need to have all policies enforced to them, but there will be a certain level of policy enforcement. Whereas production, you want to make sure they are locked down as much as possible. Whereas a dev environment, you've got no real customer live data. You're just working off pre-production environments that you're not too worried about. Then